Welcome back to another video on my channel. And right now, y'all, it's morning time, but I wanted to come out here and just give you all a life update. You know, I feel like I haven't been on camera. Y'all seen the video where I chopped my hair off. I dyed my hair blonde here recently. But y'all, you know, I think that, and y'all seen me, y'all seen my journey, y'all seen everything in my life. And I think right now I'm at the point of my life where I'm trying to discover balance. Comment down below if you all can relate to this. But I'm at the point of my life where, and I don't know if this is normal for being in your 20s, in your early 20s, but right now I'm trying to figure out balance and balancing my life. You know, as a kid and, as a teenager, it's like you don't have to focus in terms of balancing and have to worry about so much things at once. But right now, the reason why I haven't been on YouTube, and I'm coughing right now because I got COVID. That's another thing. I just got COVID. I got diagnosed with COVID this week. And I think that was God giving me a sign like to slow down, because literally I just been working. But, I feel like, honestly, recently, I've been struggling with balancing my life. And it's really been difficult because, as you all know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in Thailand at the moment. I'm actually still in Thailand. I thought I was gonna leave. But I'm actually in Thailand visiting a friend, and I think that I hear balance is important, balance is everything, but I think God slowed me down with this COVID. But recently, I've been putting so much into my business. As you all know, I do life insurance, and that's not my only business. And right now, it's just been really difficult, I could say. I wouldn't even say it's a mental health. It could come down to mental health, but just managing my business, managing personal life, relationships, and just managing just life in general, because there's so much things you got to think about and you got to worry about, And I know as I get older, of course, more things are going to happen. But for me, and I think I'm giving you all the reason why I haven't been on social media recently, is because I've been putting so much into work and working that I haven't had the time to just sit back and reflect and just live in the moment and live in the present. And I think I want to I'm making this video because I feel like I'm not the only one. I don't care what you're doing, whether you're in business or whatever, you're working your job or whatever the case may be. Yes, money is important. Yes, certain things in your life are important. But I think that living in the present and spending time with people that you love and just making sure that you take care of yourself is very important. And that goes emotionally, spiritually, and everything. And I feel like here in the last couple months, I've been neglecting that because I've been working so hard. And I feel like God was like, basically, I feel like God just said, here, I'm giving you COVID. You have no choice but to slow down. And in this slow down, I've been doing a lot of course, a lot of resting, but a lot of self-reflection. And one of those things is, living in the present. I know it can sound very hard to hear, but if you're someone like me that deals with anxiety, or I think everybody deals with anxiety on some level or another, but if you have a lot of things going on in your life, whether that's maybe your kids, or maybe it's dealing with, family, balancing that, or whatever you're dealing with, whether you're also running business, multiple businesses, or whatever the case may be, but find time to be in the present and be to yourself. For example, the other day, I was sick, and I just took myself to the park, and I pulled out my journal, and I just started saying things I was grateful for. The simple things, Although I got COVID, things could have been a lot worse. And I think being present and being grateful for the things around you is very important. And I'm not coming out here to preach, but I'm coming out here as a self-reflection, because I'm not gonna act like I'm one of these YouTube gurus that just know everything about everything. No, I don't. But one thing I can say is that in this season in my life, and what I just realized this past week since I've been sick, is that to live in the present, because you never really know what's gonna happen in the future. You never know what's here today could be gone tomorrow. So cherish the people in your life. I'm not saying don't work. Continue to do what is necessary, do what you need to do, but also take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself can mean multiple of things. That can be just going for a walk. That could be getting into therapy, meditating, whatever that looks like. But do something for you. Listening to an audiobook, something that can help improve you, or just taking yourself out on a dinner date by yourself. But one thing I realized is really spend time with yourself. Focus on you, because at the end of the day, if you don't have your health mentally, physically, spiritually together, then you're not going to be able to come out into this world. And when it comes to working, when it comes to managing relationships, when it comes to whether that's romantic or your family, when it comes to your friends, or just whatever the case may be, you're not going to be stable. You're not going to be there fully, So learn to be present, because that's one thing that I wish that in these past couple months, it's been a great past couple months. And if there's anything that I can say that I feel like God is telling me right now, is to tell you to give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. Because I don't care where you're at in life. I don't care if you're watching this video right now and you're sitting in your car, things don't look good right now, or you're just struggling to make ends meet, or your wife or your husband, you got a divorce, or you can't see your kids, or whatever the issue is right now, this too shall pass. But be grateful. Find the little things to be grateful for. Because at the end of the day, life happens. Life does happen, but life gets better. And you may not know what's going on right now as to why you're going through something, but I want you to know that life gets better. And I promise you, life gets better. Live in the present, think about the future. I always say to people, pray for the best, but you do want to prepare for the worst as well. But be present and be grateful for what it is that you have, because you never know who's going to be here today and who's going to go tomorrow. What you may take for granted today, you never know what can happen to where you no longer have that tomorrow. So just live in the present and give yourself some grace. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to say that and say what's on my mind. There's some new life updates I want to share with you all that I'm excited. I have a video that's coming out, that'll be coming out after this, that I'm really excited for. Is somebody that I want you all to meet, and I'm really excited for that. So stay tuned for my next video that I'm dropping. But I just wanted to say that. Let me know in the comments below if you can relate to what I'm saying, and if you feel like what I said was helpful. Put that in the comments below. But anyways, y'all, I love y'all. It's the morning time right now out here in Thailand. I'm sitting out here in the garden and just gonna take in some sunlight. But I love y'all, and until next time, stay prayed up and give yourself some grace and try to live in the present, because at the end of the day, we can't predict the future. And I love y'all.